Here we go.
My boy's mad because I won't tell him before I tell you guys. But we gotten to this point in the car. So we took the trans out. The exhaust is already out, ready to go. Everything that was connected to the engine, so the coolant lines to the turbo, the oil to the turbo, the downpipe, everything's ready to go. It's all off. Some things that like kind of made me kick myself in the ass for selling this car when I was going through it, because I didn't realize, one, how really clean this car was. There's literally not like an ounce of rust on this car. There's one spot that's got surface. It's crazy. On top of that, everything's already solid mounted in this car. There's like subframe braces I didn't even know they made for these cars. It's crazy how much is really into it. Like we have all AN lines for the power steering and stuff like that. Like literally this car is completely done, besides the fact that it needs a little bit of an engine refresh. But besides that, this car is loaded with a ton of good parts. So it's really cool to see all that. And I'm happy that my brother's getting it, obviously. But kicked myself in the ass a little bit when I first started getting into it because of how fucking clean it was. Trade you for what? Nah.
I told you.
Nah. And then I'd have to watch you just let it sit there. Unacceptable. One of the big things that I found, and that's not that it's scary or anything, but it's more work than I was anticipating. You can follow me. When I was draining the transmission fluid, this little guy came out. So I sent a picture to our boy Dylan over at Nismo Parts Plug, and I said, yo, listen, this came out on the magnet trans, what is it? Of course, I forget exactly the name of it now, but what it does is that's the, it's the drain pretty much. I forget the actual word. I'll mention it when we actually work on it because I got to tear the train apart, or the trans apart. But what that does is it allows oil to transfer back to the fifth and reverse gear. So I hit up the guy that we dealt with when we bought off the car, not the actual owner, but our boy that owns the mechanic shop that this car is at. And I was like, yo, did this car have issues shifting? Because the oil was like brand new that came out, like perfectly clean. So that was either a very good sign or a bad sign that the trans was having issues with shifting and staying in gear and stuff. And they thought maybe just throwing some additive and fresh oil and it could help solve the problem. So I hit him up. He reassured me that the car shifted absolutely immaculate. So hopefully that's true, and when we pull this apart, the only thing that's broken is just a drain, and it didn't do no damage. We put a new one in, it's like a $6 part, so other than that, it's all good. So we just gotta jack up the front a little bit, get the engine hoist set up, and then take those two engine mount bolts out, and we can pull this engine out, get it on the stand, and get cleaning.
I like heavy ass steel fucking blocks. Iron, baby. Iron. I like them thick. I like them hard. Hey, yo, what the fuck?
If he had an iron block, I guarantee his block wouldn't be stripped out right now.
Dude, it's nasty. It's like,
Watch the firewall. Watch the firewall.
here, right, this, right here. Boom.
You guys never moved a motor before?
Bro, use your eyes, dog.
It's like the third vlog we've done to pull the engine out of a 240. I don't know. Boost hose.
They ran this. Why is that off the fuel pressure regulator?
Because it needs boost. You're good at that.
It's out, brother. Take a picture, dog.
Take a picture, dog. Yeah, let's see what we got.
I like the fart can.
Yeah, oh, that fucking bent that
Look,
shit.
bro, they had it sitting on here. On the,
that why?
they had it sitting on the coolant shit. So
That's AC, no?
yeah, the AC I'm at.
They flattened the thing.
I gotta like make a new one and reroute it like closer. Because they came in between here, a sandwich between the steering shaft and the fucking AC line. So I want to reroute it this way. Or just reroute that shit out the hood.
It's like, looks like a motorcycle.
Some no-name brand?
That's probably, I think, yeah, that's eBay shit. He loves the help. Come on, bro.
Ow, my toe!
Watch your fucking foot, dude. Where's your new boots? Hey, look.
Nice. Tearing down the house. Or is it breaking down the house? Breaking down the house. Does that go there?
Hey, dog, come on.
You already bought a new clutch, bro.
I told you didn't like me. What the fuck?
Hit it around there.
Harbor Freight, baby. Harbor Freight mechanics, everything. We need that sponsorship.
Pittsburgh's good shit.
Pittsburgh, U.S. General. I'd love one of those big old toolbox. Look it up. Alright, so big recommendation if you're gonna pull an engine is take photos like as you go, just as reference for when you gotta start putting things back together. So like there's so many obviously dumb little things all over the place. Like for instance, like where this ground wire or whatever wire this is right now. Yeah, this ground wire went on the engine bay. It came in handy a lot when I did it with the S14, so now it's just kind of become a habit when I pull any sort of engine, just take photos throughout the process. So the more you can see, the better. I should remove this one.
Chase Bay.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Yay, Chase Bay. Okay, wash this mother. Boy!
What? What?
Push it off the wood. Push it off the wood. Rolling, 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 rolling.
What?
OEM phone.
Two black bitches.
You're gonna do the whole car?
I mean, main focus engine, babe. I want to hit the rest real quick because that thing's dirty as hell.
Mm.
It's disgusting. Okay. How are we looking? No, bro. Look at this.
Still bad, but it's still a lot better.
This is crazy. Look. After all that, right? Oh wait, that one wasn't too bad. It's fucking gross.
Because it's fucking dirty.
Yeah, it needs some real love. But all right, car's clean. Main focus obviously is the engine bay, but we figured why not get some of this grime off as well, but it's still very dirty. But engine bay is clean. Obviously the battery is not hooked up and hasn't been hooked up for a while and still won't be hooked up for a while. So it's really the only reason why it's okay to kind of spray everything like this and not worry too much about it, because it'll have plenty of time to dry out and not short anything once the battery's plugged back in. But yeah, pretty much the plans are now clean the rest of this stuff out. Gotta take the fuse box out, all these wires, get them out of the way. There's some things I'll leave and you guys will see that as we get ready for paint. We'll get as much as we can out that's not too much of a pain to get out of the way and stuff. Tape it all off and you'll see our process with that. We have a little bit different than tape, it's a little bit quicker, but we'll explain that as we get going. After it has a day or two to dry, I'll kind of start prepping it with some sandpaper, get it ready, and then next stage is get this thing painted. We got a sick color picked out for this. The colorway of this car I'm like crazy excited about. This obviously needs to be cleaned as well because it's dirty as can be. So I'll probably give it a power wash with all the accessories on, minus like the intake manifold and turbo, take that off, but clean all this accessory or the AC compressor and all this good stuff, and then pull the rest off, probably clean again. And then my plan is obviously get that done first and then start tearing into this, because this is gonna be a lot more involved. The car is very simple when it comes to doing the paint stuff. None of us have ever got too, I mean, James, you got pretty involved with the engine before, but it'll definitely be my first time digging this far into an engine when it comes to pulling rods, checking tolerances, and refreshing anything that needs to be rebuilt. The head will get taken off, brought to a machine shop, completely refreshed and decked. So there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff that's gonna be new with this. And like I said earlier, we gotta tear the trans apart. So we're just gonna kind of tick the boxes as we go. First things first is paint. Then we move on to the harder stuff, the stuff that takes a little bit more time, a little bit of learning on my side. But that's it, guys. The S14 vlogs have started. Hopefully we keep good pace with it while we're finished up Angie's car as well. And hopefully we're in and out and have this thing running before we know it. That'd be sick if we could get this running before like April. But yeah, goal is to get this car out by springtime, at least running by springtime and drive on the street, and then we'll worry about exterior like paint work and fitment and all that good stuff. But if this car is running by springtime, we're in good shape. So we'll see you guys on the next one.